I'm Christa Jacobson, headmistress of the Budo, where we teach authentic ninjutsu and classical samurai bujutsu. For those of you who don't know what that is, those are the ancient martial arts of the ninja and samurai. In today's video, we're going to discuss an actual historical figure called Kawakami Gensai. He was an Edo period samurai, and he was also the inspiration to my favorite anime of all time, Rurouni Kenshin. So if you guys, I just want to start by saying this, if you guys are part of the Budo or if you guys are studying authentic ninjutsu or classical samurai bujutsu, Koryu, Japanese martial arts, I highly recommend the Rurouni Kenshin anime. I'm not an anime fan per se. I would definitely say I don't watch that many anime at all, but I will say that the Rurouni Kenshin anime, the Samurai X and the Rurouni Kenshin series that kind of blend together, I think that is absolutely brilliant. And I think anyone who really enjoys samurai and ninja martial arts and ancient Japan and that time period, I think you guys should watch the anime. I think it's great. It's good entertainment. It is an anime. It's not a historical documentary, but they make lots of historical points and they bring historical figures in, and it really is a good form of entertainment. So if you guys are into Koryu Bujutsu and Koryu Ninjutsu, I highly recommend that anime. Also, before we begin, because Kawakami Gensai was the inspiration for Rurouni Kenshin, they did make three movies off of that anime called Rurouni Kenshin, and there's the front of the DVD. It looks like that. If I put it like that, you really can't see. So it looks like that, and the back of it like this, right? Highly recommend you guys watch this movie as well. You guys can get on YouTube and put in Rurouni Kenshin movie preview or something like that. You should check it out. It looks really good. Those look really good. The movies are good. I think the movie's great. The movie didn't go exactly the way the anime is. But I thought it was a really good movie. I do like the way they went with the movie. And again, I highly recommend that as well. So all of my students who follow me within the Budo, when you get the chance, watch the Rurouni Kenshin Samurai X anime and also watch the Rurouni Kenshin Samurai X live movies that they put out. There are 3 of them. But let's get on topic here. So today we're going to talk about an actual samurai historical figure, and his name is Kawakami Gensai. Now, Kawakami Gensai was born December 25th, 1834, and he died January 13th, 1872. He was a Japanese samurai of the late Edo period, a highly skilled swordsman, and he is one of the 4 most notable assassins of the Bakumatsu period, and they called these 4 assassins Hitokiri. Now, Gensai's high-speed sword discipline allowed him to assassinate multiple targets in broad daylight. So I'm just trying to paint a picture of this background knowledge of who is Kawakami Gensai. Now, I've made some notes here on the computer so I don't skip anything as I make this video for you guys. So kind of bear with me a little bit. Before we get on with Kawakami Gensai, just a second ago I told you that they're the 4 most notable assassins of the Bakumatsu period, and these 4 assassins were called Hitokiri. Now I'm going to talk about that real quick. The Hitokiri was a term given to these 4 samurai, and these 4 were Kawakami Gensai, Kirino Toshiaki, also known as Nakamura Hanjiro, Tanaka Shinbei, and Okada Izu. Now, they all opposed the Tokugawa shogunate. These 4 samurai were warrior elite and widely considered undefeatable by normal people. And the word Hitokiri literally means man-slayer. And for those of you guys who have watched the Rurouni Kenshin series, you understand the connection between Hitokiri, Batosai, and the word manslayer in that particular anime. So yes, this particular individual, Kawakami Gensai, he was one of the 4 top assassins of the period, and they literally called him Hitokiri, meaning manslayer. Now, each of these 4 Hitokiri that I just named, when I started getting some information and jotting this down for you guys to make this video, I was coming into this awesome information. Hell, I could make a video off each one of them, to be honest. It was really cool seeing how they all intertwined and they did different things and all that kind of stuff. And who knows, maybe one time I'll come back and make a video of each one of them, but we can do that in a later video. I'm really not going to get into that. But so Kawakami Gensai practiced a martial art called Shiranui Ryu, and it's a traditional school of Japanese Bujutsu and Kenjutsu. It focused on high-speed, violent attacks, is really fast, quick attacks. And he studied swordsmanship under a samurai called Todoroki Buhei. So that was his sword master. Okay, now when you start studying Kawakami Gensai, there are so many different stories, so many different things written. Even within the stories, they're all kind of the same, but they're all kind of written a little bit different. One thing is for certain, he would not have been called one of the 4 top assassins if he only offed one person. So I want to make that known, because a lot of times people get, things a little blurred when dealing with historical records. So just because someone assassinates one person, one assassin doesn't put you as one of the top 4 of all time in a period. So he was known for being a badass, and he was known for being able to assassinate people so quickly in broad daylight, and he was feared amongst the peers, right? Now, out of all the assassinations and all the things that you read, the most notable assassination by Gensai was that of a man called Sakuma Shizan. Now, Shizan was a Japanese politician and a scholar of the Edo period. So here, kind of like we hop-skip to over what is the 4 notable assassins and what's Hitsukiri. Now we're going to kind of come on over here a little bit, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Shizan, because I want to paint that picture a little bit. Obviously, you guys know that he's a politician, right? That's from that perspective. So we're going to start the story in the end of July in 1864. So Shizan, followed by his samurai retainers, he's on his way up to Kyoto because he wants to speak to the imperial family. Okay, so the notes that I wrote down was, in July of 1864, Shizan, followed by a few of his samurai retainers, were on their way to Kyoto on horseback. Shizan's horse was mounted with a European saddle, and he possessed a copy of the imperial decree about the opening of the country's ports to foreign trade. He was on a mission to meet with a member of the imperial family to explain his ideas and to seek the permission of the emperor to legally open Japanese ports to foreign trade. He was unable to meet with the member of the imperial family and then decided to return back because it was a failed visit. So here it is, the end of July, right? He gets to Kyoto, and it failed. He didn't get to speak and do what it is that he wanted to do. And just being able to open your ports to foreigners and things like that, I mean, clearly with Japan, with all the different civil war that was happening, the different samurai traditions, everyone trying to fight everyone, people just not everyone was agreeing with everyone during this time period of feudal Japan, right? So he gets there, it didn't work, now he's going to go back to where he was going. So here we go. On August 12th, 1864, so 12 days after he decides to leave the failed Kyoto attempt to open the borders to foreign trade, on August 12th, 1864, he reached the Sanryu Kaicho district. His samurai retainers, were behind him, but they failed to notice that someone was following him on foot. Soon, Shizan was ambushed and attacked by an assassin in broad daylight. Shizan fell from his horse and bled profusely from the attack. Shizan was killed by the assassin Hitokiri, named Kawakami Gensai. Upon his death, Kawakami Gensai immediately fled from the scene before his retainers arrived. Shizan was later found of 13 wounds inflicted on him by the assassin. So, let's think about that real quick. So here's this guy, right? He's a politician. He's trying to open trade, foreign trade. He's trying to better Japan as a country, right? And on his way back from this failed attempt, of something he believes very strongly in, he gets ambushed by this assassin. And this guy has samurai retainers with him. And the samurai retainers were falling behind. This guy did it so fast that the samurai retainers couldn't get to the target to stop him. And it was recorded that there was 13 wounds inflicted on the body. If you guys have a katana at home or a bokken, go draw your bokken. Really, I want you to run 10, 15 feet or whatever, draw it, and then make 13 cuts. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, go to town 13 times. That is a hell of a freaking attack to put 13 wounds with a katana on someone's ass, and to do it so fast that the people that was trying to protect the target couldn't even get to him before he fled. That is massively fast. Okay, so again, going back to the Rurouni Kenshin idea of being like, he's so fast and he's so speed with his Iai Jutsu or Bato Jutsu or, Bato Sai with the sword. It really paints that picture of where the this idea and this inspiration of Rurouni Kenshin came from. So now let's get back on target. I keep jumping off topic here. So anyway, August 12th, 1864, Shizan was assassinated. Assassin fallen on foot, dropped him, 13 wounds. He fled before the retainers can get to him. Now, once you get there, Kawakami fled to Tenryuji Temple. Now, Tenryuji Temple is the temple branch of the Rinzai Zen Buddhism. So clearly, Kawakami was having some problems at this point in his life. He had been on many different missions. He has been paid to assassinate many different people, but this particular assassination really stuck to him. And he's even quoted to have said in the temple, and this is the quote, "The hair on my head stood on end because he was the greatest man of all time." And that, I think, speaks really strongly about his character. Here's a man that has been known as one of the top assassins for the government, and he intercepts this politician. He cuts him down. He kills him. And while he's doing it, he realizes that this is a great man that he's killing, and he's probably means to do great things for the country. So he flees and he goes to a temple, and he's trying to balance that light and dark, right? He's just trying to balance the light and the dark. And again, anyone who watches the Rurouni Kenshin series can understand that aspect with Kenshin Himura. So he gets there and he says, the hair on my head stood on end because he was the greatest man of all time. Now that right there, again, that was 1864. Yep, 1864. So at this time, he now goes to prison. He goes to the temple. He says what he did. They put him in jail. Now, after the Meiji Restoration in 1868, and you guys know 1868 is a big thing in Japanese history because the martial arts that were created previous to 1868 is considered Koryu Bujutsu, which is the martial arts of the ninja and samurai. And then if you have martial arts that were created after 1868 of the Meiji period, those martial arts are called Gendai Budo, or modern martial arts. So like Karate Do, Aikido, Kendo, Judo, Iaido, that's Gendai Budo. But like Kenjutsu, Iaijutsu, Taijutsu, Ninjutsu, Shinobi Jutsu, Sojutsu, Kyujutsu, those are all Koryu Bujutsu, right? And here in the Budo Kai, just throwing this out there before I finish the story, if you guys are interested in authentic ninjutsu and classical samurai bujutsu, the ancient martial arts of the ninja and samurai that were practiced at the time, that's what we teach here. So check out our website at budoruninjutsu.com. There's your quick commercial. So let's get back on task. So anyway, in the aftermath of the Meiji Restoration in 1868, Gensai was released from prison. He changed his name to Koda Genbei and served as a military official and sword teacher for the Kumamoto domain. However, because of his harboring of some Kihei warriors, he was arrested in November of 1870 and transferred to prison in Tokyo in 1871. And it's also a good footnote to know that I don't think that Kawakami Gensai was actually fighting with them. I think he had allegiances to them, and when you're a samurai, you stick by your side regardless of anything. I mean, it's like even though he probably felt bad about the assassination tape, even though he felt bad about his assassination on Shizan, because of his honor and loyalty to his lord and to his group, he carried it through. And I think that also speaks here. Because of his honor and his loyalty, he continued to harbor them in the house, but I don't think he worked with them. I think he was done at that point. He was just moving forward with his life. He was a sword teacher for the Kumamoto domain, so on and so forth. But because he was harboring these militant rebels, he was arrested in November of 1870 and transferred to prison in 1871. He was later executed by decapitation on January 13th, 1872, and he was buried at Ikegami Honmoji Temple. So, that is the story of Kawakami Gensai. Now, like I said, Kawakami Gensai was the inspiration of Rurouni Kenshin, and anyone that watches this I do highly recommend it. So check that out. And one more fun point about the Rurouni Kenshin series that I'm going to throw out there. Remember when I talked to you guys about the 4 most notable assassins? One of those 4 notable assassins of the Bakumatsu period was a guy by the name of Okada Izo. Okada Izo. Now, Okada Izo was one of those 4 assassins, and his story was also shown in the Rurouni Kenshin series. And for those of you guys who kept up with season 1, when Kenshin had to fight Kurogasa Jin-e, in that particular season, in the Rurouni Kenshin series, that character was based on the real notable samurai called Okada Izo. Fun fact for you guys to have that. Now, one more quick thing. I'm going to throw an outro for you guys before I let you guys go. If you guys enjoyed the samurai profile of Kawakami Gensai and you would like me to do some more samurai profiles, stick in the comment section below and let me know if you would like me to do that. It's kind of a fun video for me, and hopefully you guys got something out of it. If you guys watch this video and you guys are interested in authentic ninjutsu and classical samurai bujutsu, please check out our website at www.budoninjutsu.com. There you guys can see the 7 different warrior traditions that we teach in the 5 areas of classical training that we offer here within our school. If you don't live next to one of our dojos, you can join the online ninjutsu dojo and study with us via online training. Also, if you guys are into Japanese martial arts, ninja, and samurai, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And don't just subscribe to the channel, make sure you click the little bell next to subscribe. That way you guys can get the notifications of all the videos that I put up. I do put up 2 to 3 videos a week on my channel, and that way you guys can keep up with all the ninja samurai material that I post on my channel as it goes up. So, thank you guys very much for all of your love and support. I deeply appreciate it. Until next time, take care, be safe, and good luck in your journey of Budo. Blessed be.